I haven't weighed it. I mean, it almost looks like bait, it's so small. Warm southwesterly blowing.
Right, Willow Park Social, fishing bloggers and the Carp King.
Hashtag warm southwesterly.
Well there, mate.
Well, we've arrived.
Go. Let's go fishing. It's about 2.5 foot, I reckon. Yeah. Might be a little bit more because it is 3.5 ounce now. Right, and so we're back on a bank, and you join us on a day ticket session. We are at Willow Park Fishery near Aldershot. We've not been here before, and we actually got invited down by Chris Fedel, Mr. Carp King, and he's not actually here at the moment. He's going to be here tomorrow morning, but we've turned up a night early after a change of plans, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it's obviously going to absolutely bucket it down tomorrow morning from about 4 AM, so we were going to drop up the Syndicate for a quick night, but instead of packing out in the rain and then setting up here in the rain, we made the tactical decision, just come straight on down and get set up before the rain comes in, really. But it's there's a few people on. It's fairly busy for a Thursday night, and those people are dotted all around the lake, really. So we've kind of dropped into a slot. Hopefully we can get the 3 of us in there without too many problems, and fingers crossed between the 3 of us at least we'll have a few fish for you.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of fish show. Sort of been fish sort of dotted around here and then everywhere, really. But it's been a few fish show, and we've kind of kept it really simple. Just put, well, at the moment we're just fishing singles. I've put a little bit of bait on a close-in spot, but I think we're gonna maybe introduce a little bit of bait just as it gets dark, so we don't get bothered by the seagulls. And just sort of little and often, and try and sort of just fish, I think, a line. We're pretty much going to fish on a line of bait, I think, aren't we? And hopefully, when the weather front comes in tomorrow, it's meant to be coming into this bank, so hopefully it's going to draw the fish in here, and that little bit of bait might get them moving around, and hopefully we'll get a few fish.
Yeah, the water level's down quite a bit. One of the baiters quite honest, saying it's probably down 3 to 4 foot. and that has affected the fishing a little bit, but fingers crossed we can get amongst a few and show you what the lake holds.
So anyway, the barbie's on, food's yeah, halfway cooked, and Hugh's getting smoked out by it, but we'll enjoy a couple of tins.
Yeah.
Bit of food, mate, innit? And
cheers.
Cheers. Hopefully we get woken up at some point by a fish, so we'll see how we get on, and we'll catch up in the morning.
Oh yes. Right then, well, good morning. To be honest, it's probably late morning now. As you can probably hear, the rain is still coming down. It has done since about 7 AM. And yeah, there's some pretty heavy spells coming in, but we've had one, as you've probably just seen. We just slipped back that 20-pounder. I expect the audio was terrible because it was pretty heavy rain at the time, but yeah, always nice to get off the mark, nice and early on as such. And yeah, 20-pounder from the venue as your first fish, can't moan at that, can you? So I expect there's drips all over the lens, but yeah, we're huddled out in the bivvies. It's not really sociable at the moment. Yeah, fingers crossed we can get a few more, and hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little drier and we can actually do a bit of filming, because at the moment this is terrible vlog making weather. But yeah, bear with us, fingers crossed we'll get a few more for you.
Right then, fish number one. It's going to be real quick, so it's extremely lively, but 20 pound 13. It's gone rattling off as the rain's just started to get a bit more heavy, but luckily the Carp King was here to help net it. And yeah, we'll slip it back, see if we can get a couple more.
Right, Hugh's just been out the calf, bought me some breakfast. Bacon and a sausage bat. Not bad. It's going to destroy that right now.
It's fairly simple.
Like the owner?
It has to be. Witnessed Hugh have a fish, which was a 20, and got a 20 myself, 21.10. Exactly the same tactics as I done last time. I'm in exactly the same area, exactly the same spot, 10 wraps out, solid bags, little yellow pop-up, quite lively, so we'll get her back.
Right, Hugh's got another one on. Rod's just gone ripping off. Been a few fish showing, and literally a couple of fish boshed, and the rod's just absolutely ripped off. Going for any? Oh no! unfortunately Hugh's just lost one, probably down to the barbless hooks I would have thought. As soon as they get, you know, shake their head or change direction, they can always slip off. Obviously it's good for the fish because it's safe if they do ever, you know, if you get cut off or, you know, anything like that, then they can get rid of it easy. But you've got the downside that they can slip the hook really easy as well. So it's a pretty gutting, you know. He is a little bit frustrated about it, but that's the rule, so you can't do much about it. There's been a few fish showing in the central area, which is where you put that bait. You put it a little bit further past where we sort of put the feed, and yeah, it's just gone ripping off. There's been a few fish showing out that way. There's been the odd show sort of dotted around the lake, to be honest. I even had a load of fizzing going on down to my right and put a rod on that, but nothing come of it. But the weather is absolutely perfect, but the level's down. It's definitely not out fishing. The fish are quite active, but I just don't think they're really having it, to be honest. But you know, hopefully, as always, hopefully something happens and we can get a few more fish on the bank. But yeah, it's a little bit tricky. So Hugh's got some lovely new ESP reels, quite like them myself, but I'm a little bit put off by them because he hasn't had them long and already the handles are broken. I mean, just look at that, they don't even fold out. I mean, I can understand the middle one being folded because, you know, it slots in there nicer, but there's plenty of room for that left-hander to be folded out, but it looks like they're broken. Must be absolutely gutted. What's he sniffing at? He's licking the barbecue.
Right then, so we thought we'd just give you a bit of an update coming into the end of the first day. As you've seen, obviously I had one this morning and Chris had one probably an hour later. But yeah, since then it's all been very dead really. Plenty of fish showing, just nothing really feeding.
Yeah, it's definitely been quiet. Just had a bit of food though, so we're fed.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Yeah, have a few beers and
enjoy the social with Mr. Carp King.
Mr. Carp King, yeah.
Talking all things dollars. Yeah, I guess we can only hope the night's a bit more fruitful than the day, and next shot will be us in the night, an absolute original 30.
The original common.
Yeah, the original common.
Definitely. Well, let's hope we have some.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right then, well, good morning. You join us on Saturday morning now, so kind of our second morning. And it appears absolutely nothing to report, definitely not for me. We kind of had a rule last night that if anyone had anything, we'd wake each other up so we get some good footage. But yeah, I had a good night's sleep, unfortunately, really. I haven't seen Chris yet, so I don't know if he's up, what he's up to, but no, Sean's still nodding away, dreaming of big carp. But yeah, nothing to report from the night, so we're going to have to try and make something happen today, try some different tactics. I think there's a few people arriving, a few people packing up, so the lake's still going to be busy. Yeah, we just got to try and make something happen really. But yeah, we'll catch up with you later on in the day. Unfortunately, absolutely nothing to report from me, Sean or Chris last night, other than 3 good night sleeps. A couple of fish have started showing, so we're going to work it here today, see if we can put another fish on the bank between us. But yeah, first priority, as you can probably see in the background, Sean's creating us some amazing breakfast. Bacon, eggs, cheese, wraps, that's the way to go. Gotta eat right.
Right guys, fish number 2 has finally graced the net. And that's said this morning, the fish just seem to be just a little bit further up than where I was fishing. Yeah, it's a fish, so it's all good. Just goes to show that I was right, the fish are out a little bit further than what I was fishing. But yeah, it's probably £5 if I'm lucky. Right, let's get her back. Try and catch the daddy of this fish, or even the granddad. It's on the cord.
Nice solid bag that, mate.
Yeah. So I think that's like stuck down pretty good. Isn't it?
Yeah, you were having a few issues, weren't you?
The only issue I've got is bloke behind the camera. Right then, just going to whiz this rod out, fishing at 8 wraps. Right then, very quick look at the rig that caught me out £20 yesterday. On the end is a PB small barrel wafter. That's coming down just to a blowback setup. It's a size 4 even, ESP gripper. It's barbless go with the lake balls. Small bit of shrink tubing, and then probably about 7 inches of the ESP tungsten loaded hook link down to one of the tungsten loaded tail rubbers. And yeah, very simple setup. On that I've just been putting a small little mesh bag of some of the mini crane mix, absolutely potent, and yeah, it's brilliant for anti-tangle purposes. So that's what did me the damage yesterday. Just need to get a few more now. Right then, so there's the finished rig.
There's the finish what, mate?
I don't know. I think I just ate a fly.
Lovely. At least someone's getting a bite.
A bit of protein.
Yeah, get down there.
So there's the finished rig. Just as a little tip, yesterday it was obviously tipping down the rain. Just to give me a little bit extra time to get it on the spot. I've been doubling up the mesh bag. And like I say, it just gives me a little bit longer to get that cast in and get it out on the spot.
Right, I thought I took you through the baiting application we'll be using and also what bait. So we're using a new bait today. It's one of the new baits from DNA. It's called the Bug. Soon to be released to the sort of general public. We've had a few fish on it recently. Really like it. It's got a much sweeter aroma than some of the fish meals we use. So it's a little bit different to some baits I think that a lot of people use at this time of year. But to start off with, we put a spreader bait out and then just put 4 rods out, 2 each, sort of on that spreader bait, hoping that some of the fish might sort of be drawn into a bit of a spread and we might get a few bites. Unfortunately, it's not worked for me. I've definitely got the new rod syndrome and that. I'm not catching anything. But it's definitely paid off for Hugh. He's had a couple of bites. Unfortunately, one of them did slip off, but he has had a nice 20, so happy days. Going into today though, it's been much different, the weather, so it's been a bit warmer, a bit more sun, so I've gone in with the zigs. Hopefully it's going to pay off, but I'm going to chop and change the colours, the length, and hopefully one of them will be stupid enough to pick up one of the up baits and hopefully I'll get my first fish, but we can only try, and yeah, hopefully it happens. I'm catching absolutely nothing. Hugh's still on one. But old Mr. Carp King, he's on to another. This will be number 3 if he gets it in. Hopefully Hugh pokes it off with a net. Right then.
Yeah. Net 2 in.
Yeah. What's happening, eh? Oh, there you go.
Dorsal. That was a big hit, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, when that happens, you think you've lost it. got jaws on that? You've got jaws on that? You're almost back up where you started. Going left now.
Well, Chris is making an absolute meal out of this one.
Yeah. What size cream is it? I know. I loosened the clutch to make it seem like a better fight.
Oh, there you go. Giving away the secrets now.
That's fishing, folks. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
That's the attitude, mate.
Well, these things happen, you can't let it get you down.
Definitely.
If you let these things get you down.
Get out there and have another one.
Right then, so I'm just heading around to pick up the pizzas from the gate. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me for this because the wind's just picked up, but I thought I'd just talk you through the complex quickly. So, 3 lakes on Willow Park Fishery. The one behind me, which is the big lake that we're fishing, the main sort of carp specimen. And then if I pan round, the one little behind me, so that's like the middle lake. That's like the carp runs water. It's probably got some other specimens in there as well. But yeah, great for a little bend in the rod, or if we're bringing a kid down or something like that. So that's well worth checking out. And then if you can just see a little bit further on, probably it's the match lake. So yeah, if you're a match angler watching our channel, check that as well. And then yeah, there's a small shop on site which is great for sort of topping out anything you might have forgotten, and a pretty good cafe as well. We had a nice little bacon and sausage bat from there yesterday morning, and yeah, it's a brilliant little setup. You can drive right to each lake, barrow around from there, and I think there's even a drop-off service if you want that. So yeah, brilliant little setup here. Come check it out.
Now follow them up, you have to, they start dropping and then try and follow them down, so once they pick up a bit of speed.
The best thing to do is to follow them that way.
Yes.
Then they all go and then you just go
A decoy pouch.
Yeah.
Literally have an entire pouch.
Right then, so we just finished our pizzas and we thought we'd just quickly run you through what Chris has been using. And it's obviously bagged you 3 bites, is it?
Yeah, 3 bites, landed 2, lost 1 unfortunately. So nothing too complicated, guys. Solid PVA bags, that is the bag rig. Fishing, little yellow pop-ups, the Avid inline system, little short braided hook link, 3 inches long. Just a little number 1 shot is all that is needed to pin down a 12mm bait. Wide gape hook, barbless as per fishery rules, and then once it's in a solid bag, that's what it looks like. Nice compact, cast out well. We're only going 12 wraps, but they could go 100 yards plus in the right hands. And then there's the one that's next ready to go out. Looks a bit oily. because all my bags I'm giving a little boost with some tutti oil. Good liquid, lets you know when fish are over your spot because you get a nice flat spot on the lake. That's it really. I've not really put out much bait, I'm just really fishing the solid bags. I've catapulted out a few pouches of boilies, but not a lot really. I'm mainly just going on the solid bags, sort of fishing the singles. So that's it really, nothing complicated. That is the next bag ready to go out.
Oh yeah, to be fair, it worked for you last time we were there, and obviously it's worked again today.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Like I said, on my last visit here I had 15 runs, 13 landed, exactly the same tactic, so I've just gone with it again. I've managed to get in the same swim I was last time, more by luck I think, and I've just gone to the same spot, same distance, gone to the same rigs as I was using in my last session here, and yeah, I've had a couple of fish, unfortunately dropped one as well like I said, but unfortunately that does happen on venues where you have a barbless rule, but you've got to go with the venue rules.
Yeah, exactly, go with the rules, and if what happens, happens, isn't it? But I guess that's just fishing. So.
It is.
But there you go then, it's a little insight into what Chris has been doing, and yeah, slightly different to us, but fingers crossed we'll all have a fish tonight. Happy days.
Oh, get in.
Steady up.
Whew. Oh, that's a chunk now. Right, finally it's gone off. It's taken, well, a few days to get a bite. It's the just going into the last night, just on the evening, we just had a few pizzas, chilling out, and the receiver's just absolutely blasted into life. I'm absolutely buzzing. It's one of the real rare ones, and it's an absolute banger. Look at that. I mean, Terry Earn would be proud of having that one. It's known as the Bottle Tail Common. Absolute monster. It's a new PB, and well, I didn't expect this to happen, I can tell you. But yeah, well, guess we better slip it back. Filled out like that, mate, to make it look a lot bigger. Oh, what a banger!
Right then, I wasn't sort of too sure how lucky we were going to be during the session, so in the shop I bought 3 scratch cards in the hope that the session didn't go to plan, which in a way maybe not. At least we might have a chance of being lucky and someone could go in with £100,000. So that's the plan, isn't it? So, seeing as you're being the most unlucky, I'll can't see this making any odds. they're all going to be rubber. Oh, I won't get that one. Right then, scratch away. Can someone read out what you've got to do for Chris? Blind as a bat.
Match 3 to win.
Match 3 to win. Here we go.
Want it underground?
Fuck it, 100 quid. Oh, 100.
Yep. Yeah, I got close on 4 occasions.
I had 200 grams.
Yeah, I had 2 of them as well.
If we put them all together.
Oh, hold on, I haven't done a bottom one. Or have I? Oh, that's just a teaser.
I didn't even have 100 grand on mine.
What's the bottom bit? Bonus prize.
You need a diamond.
Oh, that's sick.
I've got a briefcase.
I've got nothing.
You could do that one, yeah. Not done this before.
Oh!
So,
well, that just typifies how this session is going, really. A load of rubbish.
3 blanks.
Well, that was a good spin, mate. Good 3 quid then.
3 quid.
Well, at least I got myself a quid.
Yeah, I got 50p.
I need it now.
Cheers, you.
Happy days. Right, evening update then. It's been a bit of a quiet day for me. I've only had the one fish, the bottletail common, which was an absolute banger. And I mean, it's a rare fish to the bank, and I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get caught again, to be honest. But I'm absolutely buzzing about that one. But unfortunately, nothing else has happened. I spent a day pretty much fishing zigs, and I just want to give you a little tip about one of the things I've been using for the zigs to try and sort of get a little bit of an edge and try and get one of those extra bites. And I'll take you down to the rods and we'll have a quick look at it. As you probably know with zig fishing, it's all about visual. It's a bit of a lure, and you really want to make sure you've got the right colour on. And I've done exactly that. So basically what I've done is I've changed over my bobbin heads from the blacks, and I've now got the fluoro green, which I am absolutely positive is going to get me a bite tonight. So yeah, I think without doubt that is going to do the job. So, you know, when you're fishing zigs, make sure you're chopping and changing the colours and you get on the green bobbin heads. Probably a ruler in the bag, in the van. Do you want one?
I don't get a bite now because I don't want that to be offset.
You happy about that now? Yeah, yeah. Nice and straight. Yeah. I mean, that was bloody carpy. That was.
That's not a bite. That's set up.
Right, it's a few fish showing on the top. We've got up early this morning because we got back down, but there's a few fish cruising with that nice sun on this bank. It's warming it up first, so I've got a zig out, but they're a bit closer in, so I'm going to bring two of them in, put some zigs out close, and hopefully I can nail one of them. So let's get it done.
I'm in! Oh, happy days! I thought that might go down.
You see all the bubbles?
Yeah.
Got to have a rod in it. Yeah. Can we do it?
Go on, Ronnie. The old coaching gone. Happy days. Oh, I'm so shocked.
Yeah.
I thought there was a load of fishing going on. That was. Yeah. That worked absolutely sweet, that did, putting that one close in. Finally. Come on, come on.
Oh, come on! Close in rod, little Ronnie, little mesh bag, absolutely ripped off, and we've got one in the bag. Right then, it's taken me to the last morning. There were a load of fish fizzling close. I flipped one out quite close in just before I went to bed. And it's gone absolutely ripping off. 24.9 and a lovely long scaly banger. Just on a little orange pop up, or a little mesh bag of the cray mix. Absolutely made up with that one. It's taken a long time, but what a fish to have. Banger.
Nice fun, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Torpedo fish, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, absolute torpedo. But if you're going to leave it till last minute, you might as well have a 20 pounder, isn't it? Right, there's side 2 then. Got an absolute banger. Well happy with that. Worth the wait.
Massive paddle on it.
Yeah, put up a wicked fight as well. Picked up my rods, nearly picked up Hugh's rods. But I was a bit worried with the barbless up, thought she might slip off. But yeah, she's got in the net, so happy days. Better get her back. Go on. Alright, happy days. So as you've just seen, I'm finally off the mark. Well, I suppose it's my second fish because I had the bottle tail common. But yeah, I just thought I'd point out, obviously last night I changed the line clip heads over to green, and that definitely did the job this morning. We had black on the whole session, put the green on last night, and it's gone absolutely ripping off this morning, 24.9. So if you're looking at going out, looking at maybe creating a bite, make sure you've got a selection of bobbin clips, because you never know which colour is going to do the job. Well, unlike Hugh, who didn't have any extra ones, he just had black on the whole session, and what's happened, mate?
Well, I've had 2 bites, 1 fish, but I'm pretty certain I would have had at least 20 if I'd picked myself up the set as well. So
Definitely.
Lesson learned, do you know what I mean? That's all you can do. Learn from every session, get yourself down the shop.
There you go. So pop down the shop and get yourself a selection of colours. Go on, son. Go on. Right then, so we were just going to bring the rods in. One of the close-in rods has gone off. I've had this lively little fella. Yeah, I've had this little guy, just a little wafter and a little bag of the cray mix again. But yeah, it's been a nice end to the session, a couple of bites this morning. It's a shame Hugh didn't have another one, but that's fishing, I guess. But it's been alright, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been alright, hasn't it? Good, nice social.
You've had a few as well, Chris. It's been pretty good. You've still got a bit to go, haven't you, as well?
Yeah, I'm hanging on for a couple more hours yet.
So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the session. I think we're going to finish off, go up to the calf, have a breakfast before hitting the road. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you like it. It's been a bit more banter this time around, I think, than fish action. But
is that anything to do with me?
Yeah. Hopefully it's been worth the watch though. So subscribe to the channel if you like it, and check out the Instagram, the Facebook page, Fishing Bloggers TV, and yeah, anything to say, mate?
Get back out the bank and be lucky.
See you next time.
Tight lines. I mean, it almost looks like bait, it's so small.